Welcome, Aries. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your reading. A message for you from Spirit, the Universe, Source. This is beginning with the Energy Archaeology card, Surrender. I'm just going to read the motto or the affirmation associated with this card. Surrender is a choice you can freely make when you trust that you are supported and are willing to receive that support and protection. This is resonating a space of a long process of release, healing, the difficulty it has been in releasing something that you understand as fundamental and foundational to who you are. This can well relate to relationships and all energy exchanges, but it speaks particularly to a role that you've often taken within your relationships, one of being of support. And the what you receive from that is the empowerment of your eternal presence, your sense that you will always be there to support your loved ones, to give energy to others as needed. And this really does resonate of a family practice, a family role, a dynamic that is sort of intrinsic to your sense of identity. From the Glyph Oracle, I pulled the card Scales and Balance. So these cards can kind of revolve in different shapes. The number 29 reduces to the number 11, which is about the Strength or the Justice card in this case. This, again, supports the idea that this is a long-term harmony, regulation, give and take. This idea of supporting and being supported is something that you have worked at through your relationships for a while. And so the idea that you're surrendering to some old story about where you belong in relationships is something that has taken a while, and it's taken really your on the ground material experiences, emotional, your maturity, a lot of hard work to understand and relinquish your sense of power, where you get power from within your relationships, within all of your exchanges, and to open up to receive something new, something that helps you to focus, bring the focus back on your needs and allowing those that you've supported or do support to support you. For the present, we have the Nine of Jades. This is emphasizing the idea of your independence, not isolation, not singleness, not being alone or lonely, but your independence as key to your sense of not only empowerment, but how you enjoy the work that you do. You're showing me that the work you do is a source of love, empowerment, connection to your community, connection to the world of ideas, and practical results, which you value highly above all. It is important to you that you be comfortable, just comfortable enough to be able to continue to invest in yourself and in your community. So your independence is being highlighted, and I believe that's in part the full moon energy in Scorpio on the 2nd of May, really speaking to this idea that you are not retracting from your community, your family, your relationships, but you are standing on your own vision, your own needs, your own process of making a contribution consistently and giving back enough to keep this cycle of abundance and really pleasure in your process, pleasure in your experience, your collective experience alive and foundational to who you are. In the past, The Seven of Jades describes that you have been assessing what you have built, what you have accomplished for some time, and that is almost the precursor to your ability to stand in the sense of independence, creating something that represents an improvement on the way that you expend your labor, so that you are pleased, understanding you're on the right track for you, that you engage in employment, work, labor, and your community in a way that is meaningful and significant to you. That's important. But that you are looking to adjust that labor so that it is more efficient, more strategic engagement on your part. So it is not so all encompassing. It allows you to bring in fresh ideas, new partnerships, new technologies into your story, into the expression of your story. And in the future, the Ace of Cups and the Warrior of Wands or the Knight of Wands, you are, as is so often the case, Aries, enthusiastic, exhilarated, inspired, motivated, passionate about a creative, imaginative opportunity. So for you at this time, the focus is, as always, on productivity, results, but it is leaning more to the idea of activating your visions and dreams, bringing those into concrete manifestation. So you are embracing your identity as a creative, and we're all creatives. No matter what we do, no matter how we earn a living, we do it in our own way that is unique to us. But you are more and more conscious of the artistry, the craft, the way in which you are inspired to unleash your imagination, because this is what is empowering this sense of surrender, that you've earned your place as a member of a team, a collective, a collaboration, as a co-creator, and that your business now, in addition to the many skills you've gathered in being able to make something happen, is your ability to dream, to relax into the realm of story, creative, imaginative story, less focused on the reality of it, and more on the emotional experience of it. If this reading is resonating for you, Aries, please like this video and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I appreciate you for being here with me today, and thank you for all the support that you give me. And I'm going to clarify first the Seven of Jades in the past with the Moon card and the Three of Wands in the present. I'm going to clarify the Nine of Jades with the Nine of Cups and the Six of Swords. And in the future, the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Swords and the Justice card. So let's start with the past. Your ability to assess, strategize the expenditure of your labor. Wow. And you are building something. You have created something. You've taken action towards this streamlining or improvement of your effort. This practical effort that you're engaged in, perhaps creating a project, a vehicle, a business, some kind of a team that can move into broader communities, find broader audiences, not only to share your services, but so that you can learn. Your focus is on growth and expansion here, but you're doing it in a way that really taps into your subconscious energies. That's part of what the surrender card is allowing you to do. The surrender is letting down the walls of ways in which you've held your role in relationships in place. And that has been a source of tremendous practical support for you. But you have gained a greater sense of awareness that you have already done the work to be supported. You're already in a place of abundance. And so in many ways, you're shifting your focus to the emotional content, the emotional labor of your experiences, and really drawing that out to amplify the way that you are creating services in the world, in your community. So you're recognizing and acknowledging more the unconscious forces, and that includes the collective unconscious, where your dreams speak to you, where your ancestors speak to you, where you can now explore without shame the guilt and shame that you've carried, whatever that is. You understand that this is information that helps you assign meaning to your experiences in life. In the present, the Nine of Cups and the Six of Wands, it's almost as though you are feeling a sense of liberation, emotional contentment, and fulfillment through this process of letting an old story go. You're moving towards peace. You are recognizing that there is a little, your contribution does not necessarily fit into a scenario that has become familiar to you. This may be an employment, a kind of work, or a project, a community effort where that you support, but you don't necessarily see yourself working in the way that you have been working in the past. So it's not a complete abandonment, but it's reinvesting in your own experience, your own source, as the motivation for telling your story and assigning its emotional content to a more inclusive part of the community, a greater diversity of audiences, understanding that you're learning from taking your ideas and your efforts, your services to places that they haven't been before. And this is an incredible enrichment and empowerment that you're showing as you elevate your joy and pleasure. The emotions you experience in the current work that you're doing are your measure, are your indication that you're on the path that is best for you. And in the future, the Ace of Swords and the Justice card. So this is all about the continued pursuit of your truth. And that truth is all about justice as it is mirrored in the world through your experiences. This is definitely a moment, or you are moving into a moment of clarity and the ability to speak, to give language to present, or assign words to the emotional content, the emotional impact of your experiences in a way that aligns you with others as an advocate that have shared your experiences. And this is definitely about moving from a place of feeling victimized or repressed, oppressed in some way, to recognizing that your language is the tool, your voice is the tool that you use to combat this. You have no store of energy, love of craft, language, the cultural production of others, and you see it all as more of a web now that you're able to I don't want to say weaponized, you're able to put forth through your words, through your speaking, through your voice. I'm going to finish this reading with a flower oracle, and I've pulled the red rose, and the key word is courage. Be brave, be strong, and believe. Aries, I hope this is helpful for you. Until next time, namaste.